Welcome back, everybody, here to your coverage of the... Almost completely screwed that up, but actually did. We have the Dota 2 Champions League coming to you right now. It's the last game of the night. We started our stream. Well, I started this one about 6 o'clock, but I started today about 11 a.m. this morning casting Korean stuff. I say Korean stuff. There's a little bit of European in that too. But right now, we are here for our last matchup. Mousesports, so far, 1 win in this group stage. They're going up against Team NaVi, but Mousesports, they are looking absolutely, well, they're looking good. They're looking good after the first game. I don't know if my co-caster will agree with me, but my co-caster from Alliance, and it is Loda, man. So I can say, welcome back to the broadcast as well. As at this point, I wonder if Loda's talking to himself again, too. Did he do his thing with the microphone again? It's quite possible. It's very, very possible. We'll give him a moment. I see a message saying he has returned, so he's definitely back here again. Yeah, but NaVi this time around, they're going to be over on the dire side. First pick goes the way of Mousesports.
Hello?
Oh, hi. Hi.
I don't really know, like, there's always something. I have, like, so many cords that can get loose on this headset. But I'm here. And I was going to say that Mouz really did impress me with their play today. I wouldn't be surprised if NaVi is going to win this last game, though. Because I think they're out for some blood with this Doom ban.
Yeah, they're just taking it as they have to deal with it. Link also takes out the live stealer on the Timber Store, so we open up the pool for a different type of game.
Remaining.
But at the same time, I'm feeling the puppy in this game is just going to go all-out aggression. We had a Visage. I'm waiting for the Pugna. Is actually one of the key things I'm waiting for NaVi to pick up here.
Chen, Pugna.
Both will work.
Yeah.
It's actually one of those rare things you get with a lineup where you get 2 players in your supports that are both very adept at doing micro-based supports.
Yeah.
So you can have familiar, like we see it with Fly and No-Tail, for example, from Fnatic.
Yeah.
Where you have it's a known fact that Fly, whenever he plays Visage, doesn't do his own micro work for the familiars.
He gives it to No-Tail.
Yeah. So it's a very well-known fact, even though he used to, and I keep getting sworn and told this by Fnatic fans that he was a great player back in Heroes of New Earth for playing, I don't know what the equivalent name was, but Enchantress or Chen for Heroes of New Earth.
Yeah,
but to have both Dendi as well as Puppy, like Puppy, a very renowned Chen player.
Dendi?
Not Dendi, Koro. Oh, thank you. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, but sure, I agree.
Link,
It does help a lot.
you bastard! You bastard! You son of a...
Yeah, they don't want to deal with this shit.
And look at the ban back here from NaVi. Now, normally you could joke that one off, but it's actually not a joke. Because Mousesports ran a roster recently where they ran the Bristleback and the Kunkka together. In fact, this is looking to be very much similar to that lineup. So that's actually not a joke ban.
5 seconds remaining.
So, is this a carry Kunkka?
This will be Crit, I believe, is the man that plays the Kunkka. But because Unicorn's in this lineup too, I'm not quite sure about it. I'm double checking. I will find the game and get back to you. There we go. I think I guessed correctly here. Nope, guessed incorrectly. I jumped the wrong one. They played it up against Team Empire. They ran Kunkka twice. This was from the NPL, and they actually ran the second game. They ran Kunkka, CM, Bristle, Doom, and Invoker with Crit on the Kunkka. And they ran Link as the Doombringer, and Unicorn was taking up the role as the Bristleback. So that was that.
Yeah,
that
this team, Mousesports, really have their own style of playing. That makes it a lot more enjoyable.
It's actually kind of funny because I wasn't quite sure how this lineup would find their style. Like, I saw the Mousesports guys actually did their boot camp right here in our office. Or actually just below our office. So you go down there and you see the whiteboard and the way that Syndran tried to focus them before TI. And it was literally just a board with names of the players, and then below it had 5 heroes for each player. And the goal was to expand their repertoire. So you'd focus on these 5 heroes, and then they'll find some kind of blend that would work during the competition.
Yeah.
That was the way they approached it. So I don't know if it's the same kind of thing here for
I would
for the
guess
Mousesports
it's
lineup.
more of a team where they all help each other to pick. I would guess.
As
From the
as
kind of
opposed to a
heroes.
team where you just try and get Black Farm.
Yeah, something like that. Nah, but I mean, it just shows itself when you see these heroes. It's usually not only the drafter that is the reason why you draft some new heroes. It's usually because of certain players that love certain heroes and they want to use the fact that they play those heroes very well and implement it into their strategies. And Kunkka is actually a hero I think is underrated, and I love to see him played.
Mm-hmm. Well, he started appearing a little bit when we had like that whole OD versus Kunkka.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna get Mirana. We're 3 for 3, man. We're 3 for 3 on a Mirana. The only issue I'm feeling for Mirana right now is the fact you got a bounty hunter that's going to be tracking and following. You got Visage familiars, which are going to be controlling. And then you got a Dendi Invoker, which I suppose if I can't have Pudge, I'm happy to have a Dendi Invoker.
Yeah, I don't know. If you look at the 2 past games, the team with Mirana did not win.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure what to make out of that, but
5 seconds.
I don't really know. Maybe if they're gonna do like safe lane Kunkka, then aggressive try, or they're gonna do like 2 double lanes, or probably the solo mid POTM would be better, I think. But would be very surprised if Syndrome plays that.
So I tweeted out, it seems that Crit, instead of focusing on the draft, focuses on his Twitter during the drafting phase. As I tweeted out my anger towards Syndrome, why he bans Pudge, and Crit's just like, no. It's Link that's doing the draft. So Link, because as you know, like you can have any position in the draft in the team.
That's true.
You can take the captain, so it's no longer number 1 slot. So we can't assume who's actually doing the draft. But yes, my hatred goes towards Link. Juggernaut pick up now for NaVi. So we get Horvost with a Juggernaut. This kind of feels aggressive, man.
Yeah.
This feels aggressive
And
tri lane.
even if they don't aggressive tri lane, they will have a lineup that once they get the levels, they will be able to harass mid a bit. It's easy to gang with Invoker plus the Visage slow plus maybe one support more. So they could pretty much do it either way. Just wait for it, get some levels, Invoker, Juggernaut, Visage, and then wait for level 6 and Bounty, or they can just go aggressive. But honestly, I think that Mousesports could make quite a strong safe lane if they wanted to.
Well, by how you run a safe lane by putting what, Mirana, CM, and then
yeah, or you can do off lane Mirana, Kunkka, CM, and I don't know.
See, I like the Kunkka CM. The Kunkka CM always reminds me of something that I'm pretty sure you would have watched it a lot. The Wagamama horrible approach to the middle lane. Which it can kind of work with Razor. The anti-mage and CM combo. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That was the bane of my existence because he ran it like 6-7 games in a row. And it was so obvious it was coming. And it kept winning every single game.
10 seconds
we had like 9 minutes. Actually, did he even get I think he went to Battle Fury. He had like 9-minute Battle Fury because he got like 2-3 kills in the middle lane at the very, very start.
Oh.
It was guaranteed first blood every single time.
Yeah, but CM is such a strong laner, and we're gonna see a Razor picked up here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this one's for, unless you want to try and go head-to-head with a Juggernaut.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about as well. But I don't know. The thing is that people really underrate if you take a fight with Kunkka bot and everyone get the Kunkka run on you. Like, if you can end that fight within 10 seconds, you can you won't die either way because of the buff. It's so hard kill to bring down someone else that buff on them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't really know. This looks more and more like what you were talking about earlier, like having a lot of single target spells and stuff like that from Mousesports at least.
It's all about the brutal fight.
Yeah.
Which for commentators is absolute heaven for us. Like we had our first game when we went over 2 kills per minute. Like you have that consistent action, that consistent pressure. And it kind of feels like what was always classed as Russian Dota,
Yeah.
which was if you can't win by 25 minutes, you don't deserve to win. That,
Seconds
do
remaining.
you remember that phrase is actually going around TI1?
5 seconds
Really?
remaining.
Yeah, that was the Navi motto, as well
Oh,
as like
no.
as well as Moscow 5
Reserve
and
time.
who else was there from CIS? Was Dara there? No, Dara didn't
10
exist till
seconds
number 2.
remaining.
Yeah, but they all came in there, and PGG was one of the most
5 seconds
outspoken
remaining.
people about it. It's just like
Mousesports turn to
first game, which was the 2 hours. It was about 2 hours, including the stoppage time.
Yeah.
That was the first ever public game of Dota 2, and it went for 2 bloody hours because the server crashed halfway through, so we had to have a reload. Which good thing that function was existing. Yeah, and PGG was just walking around TI1, and it's just like
10 seconds
these guys don't win
remaining.
fast enough. 25 minutes, or just call GG because you don't
5
deserve to win.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. But oh my god, I got the Venomancer. I think the Navi has a very strong lineup.
Uh-huh. It's
And it's
like
gonna be
how
interesting.
does Mousesports actually push against this too? Like if you get a Quas Wex Invoker from Dendy, which I'm kind of hoping we don't. I'm kind of actually hoping we get Sunstrike
seconds
Invoker from
remaining.
Dendy because his Sunstrikes
Yeah.
are amazing. In fact,
That's
let me
a
just set up my
family
game
gift.
audio so I can be
5
listening for
seconds
these.
remaining.
this is the last game of the night, and I got to be watching with camera work for Sunstrikes. We need to be prepared for this, peoples.
Yeah, we'll see if he's gonna be doing the right thing and go Exort, or if he's gonna go Quaswex. I would guess he's gonna go Quaswex, but
Wait, hang on. Hey, you're actually saying it's doing the right thing, so if you don't go Exort, it's actually not the right thing?
yeah, of course. Only manly people go Exort. And then if you're bad Invoker, you also farm Midas and go damage, as I do, with Feral Spirits, or whatever they're called. It works a lot, though. I can only hit Sunstrikes and farm with Spirits. Yeah. I'm maybe too honest today, I don't know. But how do you think they're gonna lane this? I think it's gonna
10
be
seconds remaining.
Queen of from Mousesports, for example. I mean, Navi's lineup I think is
5
quite
seconds
obvious how they're gonna
remaining.
lane. Probably gonna just do a dual lane. I mean a triple lane, either aggressive or safe lane. With both of those solos. But what do you think about Mouse here?
For the Mousesports lineup,
Yeah.
judging by the heroes and what they've got, obviously what you would think about Razor in the middle lane, but
Oh. Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
I'm not quite sure about this one because I feel like we're going to see Cinder on the bottom lane.
Yeah. Maybe they switched.
Yeah. And then like, what are you looking at as support here? Is it Unicorn? No, Unicorn's farming. So you're actually running a support Kunker. I hate to say the last time I remember seeing this was actually at a DreamHack event, and it was with Heroes of New Earth.
Yeah, I know. And Ake's team lost. Against it.
That's right. Wow, you actually remember that game too.
And that's because Ake always mentions it, and I always make fun of him. It's like, maybe we can pick Roaming Kunka Sven. I heard it's really good. And then he's really sad.
Well, is it that hard to believe now with the ship down to a very low cooldown and all that
The
kind of
ship
jazz?
is so good. Oof.
Look
But
at
here.
Navi moving. They are looking for blood. And they'll find Link. They kind of want to force him to get the Blink level 1. Because if they can do that, they at least gain some pressure on the lane.
30
And force him out
seconds
from the Shadow
to
Strike.
go.
But yeah, they're going to run Link on the safe lane. So
They're
it
gonna
will
do
be Cinder in the mid.
Queen of Pain, Kunka lane.
This is very... Well, I'm not going to say the Conqueror is very Harney-like, but the safe lane Queen of Pain is very, very Harney-like. Fnatic have been doing this consistently for the last week or so.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, they did it today, in fact, during
Yeah.
their Nexon Invitational.
Yeah, I think it's very strong, to be honest. I think
The
Queen of
battle
Pain safe lane
begins.
is very strong. We used to run it back in Zenith as well, when we played against the Chinese a couple of times. Especially in the safe lane, I think it's one of the strongest solos. But I mean, it's going to be against a Bounty Hunter. It's going to be pulling the wave.
And with a haste drone too.
I guess Kuka is just going to wait for level 4.
Look at the tangos on Funnick. 2 shared. He's got a double set of tangos as well. It looks a lot more than it kind of used to be, because he's obviously get 4 charges per tango, and then he's got his salve on top of that. But he's already used one of his shared tangos at the very, very start. He's going to wait a minute. The Sting, wow, that still managed to... Actually, no, it didn't connect. The fade time was right, so Link went Sting level 1. Ends up wasting at the first levels. Actually, I think it was you that mentioned it earlier tonight. Or was it was Clairvoyance that mentioned it earlier tonight? That spamming out Poison Sting is so much harder now for the Queen of Pain. Because it costs, I think, a little bit more mana.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not something I did mention, and I didn't even know. But I don't know. I think going 2 levels in Shadow Strike is good, but I think it's a bit overrated. Getting early levels in Scream of Pain can often help you dominate the lane just as easily, and you can get some farm on top of that.
Thank you,
Oh, really?
thank you, Nas. Yeah, we have Exalt Man Invoker for Dendi. But this is meant for the top lane. Like, it's meant for the Mirana and the Crystal Maiden. Because both are susceptible very early on. And by the time the ganks are ready for NaVi on this top, they're able to get, like, Gales off, and Dendi will have a level 2 Sunstrike. You already see that aggressive ward down from NaVi on this top lane.
I have to say that Host Jugger is not at all nice. Quite ugly. Look at that. He's wearing a skirt. I'm disappointed.
I'm not quite sure about the white flag as well. It really sticks out.
Yeah, it does, right? He looks like...
It's like saying, please look at me and please target me during a team fight. It's like painting a massive X on your back and say, don't hit me.
If it would be like NaVi's sponsors and shit there, it would be quite cool. I don't think so.
No.
But I agree, the flag is extremely ugly. But back to something else, do you think that... Because they actually nerfed Venomous Gale level 1, I heard. I thought that they buffed it overall. I mean, they did buff it overall. But I think they nerfed the... Yeah, damage over time 0.
Venomous Gale no longer ignores invisible units. First change to the Gale, and Venomous Gale damage over time was rebalanced. So at level 1 it's 0, at level 2 it's 30, so then it's normal. But at level 3 it hits 60, and then 4 is 90, where before it was 45 and then 60.
Yeah, exactly.
So level 4 Gale is stronger.
Yeah, that's mostly to make people go like 1 level Gale and then max wards and second spell, whatever. Just make them pay a bit for it. At the same time, I think that maybe they should just have nerfed Gale overall. Because I think that the new wards with the poison sting is like, oh my god.
Well, there was actually something which I was casting the next on Sponsorship League, and you can leave it to the Koreans to actually do something different and out of the box. They actually went level 1 poison sting, and then level 1 wards. And they went over the Gale, so there's like how we don't care about the slow from that one, and they just ended up going for these like harassment wards in lane, which obviously can get picked up pretty easily. But then you go a second level up into the wards and leave the 1 level up in the poison sting.
Yeah, that's so annoying. I can imagine.
We're back and running again. Havors, he doesn't want to use his spin to get out of that Frostbite of Rise. Just munches on a couple of tangos at least.
But I feel that to me, it feels like running an aggressive tri-lane is better in this version. If you have a strong tri-lane, like it's so easy to just, you know, take share the EXP from the neutrals, so you can even let them pull and all this stuff. And I'm surprised that more teams don't do this. Everyone keeps doing these dual lanes, and sure it's good, but
wouldn't you get more if you're able to just run your dual lanes anyway? Like if you get
I mean,
sure.
but what I mean, what NaVi does now is that they have a tri-lane safe lane. And I think that the tri-lane right now is...
Nah, he's not going to commit, or is he? You can see him wanting to. He's got 2 of himself here because he picked up the 2-minute illusion rune.
Yeah, but they had the ward there.
Yeah. I think they also realized too that with a leap on a Mirana, even if the Gal connected, it wouldn't be enough. And he's getting a little bit too busy in the middle lane with Synderen, who keeps stealing his damage away from him.
Well, Synderen is actually out-seizing Dendy's Exhort Invoker.
But at the same time, we kind of know Denny's Exhort Invoker is all about the other lanes. It kind of always is with the Invoker. He's the master of magic anywhere on the map. That's the beauty of the Sunstrike Invoker, where he's got 2 levels. He does 162 damage.
Oh, look at the Kunkka, by the way. I like this skill build. 2 in X, 1 in Torrent. Like, it's a sure kill on this lane. Once they get dust, if they ever see the bounties, that... And I like that. I think they're doing this well. This is a dual lane I actually think is quite
Oh,
cool.
Unicorn. Look for it. Sunstrike. The ping's already coming out for it, but they've already got the first blood. Leap down.
It was
Dandy.
ours all along.
Dandy. He's not doing it.
He's
Oh,
just
he
waiting for the...
can't invoke it. He used invoke to invoke Forge Spirits instead, so we can't do the Sunstrike. So they didn't have the option for it. But Mousesports will take first blood in the top lane. Up
think
against the
that
defensive
Syndra
pro
and-
lane.
Actually, now he's losing the CS. I was gonna say, probably he played Invoker in pub, and then he faced that Racer and was like, this is actually damn annoying. But no, since Jenny went Exort, he has a bit higher damage, so...
Actually,
He's also
Cinder
gonna
and one of his Invoker, like he knows Invoker back to front. He's played Invoker since the dawn of Sind. But that middle lane, he's still able to get a couple of these last hits off, but Denny with the Forge Spirit as well as himself. It's really difficult when you steal that damage now. Cinder like wants to take it away from Dendy, but then you've also got the Forge Spirits doing 47 damage, which really in turn should ensure every single last hit in this middle lane. Like he's got 13 denies in this mid lane. And Cinderan's going to be really happy with the fact that Icestrog changed the experience gain now with denies. So a 66% for both range as well as melee.
Yeah.
So at least getting something from this. Is this going to
I'm
be pushed on
actually
the top lane?
I'm actually a bit surprised that NaVi has the experience lead in this game. I guess it's because the Kunkka is doing pretty much nothing.
Yeah. Well, then again, he's
not
managed to find 4 levels in the bottom lane, but Funning's almost 4.5. In fact, now he's going to gank up middle lane, and Cinderan, he just wonders why. Sunstrike's coming in, it's a little bit too short. They need one more hit. Shuritos!
my
Shuritos! He needs range, he needs vision, and oh, Funning, he's out of range!
It doesn't seem...
Ah, Cinderan, run! He's away. With phase boots up as well on this Razor, it's so difficult to track him down. Meanwhile, on top lane, it seems like NaVi is set up between the tier 2 towers. Tier 1 and tier 2 tower.
That would have been a huge kill for NaVi if they got that off Syndran. That's
Sunstrike,
short.
Dandy, 1 second. Look at Cinderan. Look at him inside the fountain. He knows it. He is not taking any risks up against Dandy.
And crit. He has just been like
Radiant's middle tower
looking
is
for
under
Funny
attack.
this whole game.
I'm still surprised.
Ooh.
Sentry's down in the tree line. You can see him. Dust now. X, Torrent, Sting, Scream's already been used. Funnick, you cannot move fast enough to get away from that. So, maybe RK was always right. Listen to your teammates, Loda.
Yeah. It's, yeah, but I mean, I was very positive to this support Kanka, so I don't know, listen. But either way, I think that this lane is quite nice against the bounty, because if you think about it, the slow from the dust when bounty is invis, and then also the Shadow Strike, that's pretty much enough with only 1 level Shadow Strike, and he's gonna have a very hard time surviving if they see him.
I can't troll on Twitter while casting. I'm trying, but I can't split my focus and then worry about Sunstrikes at the same time.
It really looks like now is... I mean, they're having the control of this game. But actually, they don't have gold lead.
Yeah, they don't have gold, and they have experience, but only by a short amount.
Yeah, I was about to say that, or I did say, as you heard.
Damn it!
I thought so, but...
Cinderan ends up killing off Dendy in the middle lane solo.
What?
Yep.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. It was my fault. Rambling.
Why is it your fault? It's not your fault. I was too busy looking at troll on Twitter, and then looked at the gold graph. It happens, man. It happens. People accept this, and then we move on.
I'm not sure if maybe Maiden or POTM should try to get some movement off Nolo, because they're not getting so much done here.
There's
And
already
none of
movement
them are
coming
being
out from
strong.
NaVi. Puppy's moved off that top lane. He's coming into the middle lane, going to throw down some wards. At least then he sees what's coming. I think Puppy wants to go bottom lane up against Link. Or does he? Because you can't, even with the Gale, controlling up Cinderan's going to be difficult. Yeah. He bought it just before he died. And now he turns around for the cold snap. Puppy's a little bit too far away with a Forge Spirit, as well as Denny attacking. Cinderan takes a huge chunk of damage, and he can't invoke another ability yet. The Forge Spirit can't finish the job, and there's a Venomancer ward. It got the slow on him. Oh, the poison stinging, he's ticking the ward. There's another attack with a Forge Spirit. He can't go critical though. 19 HP and he'll survive.
Oh, but that was funny by the way. I missed. It was Dendi that bought Midas as well, because both Queen of Pain and Invoker has Midas then.
Bottom tower is under attack.
2 Midases.
And on Interiors as well.
Funix rotating top. It's a level 6 bounty hunter. He's going to find Rise. TP just went out from top 2, so there's no extra support hero up there. And then in middle lane, Dendi. Looks like Ice Path will protect him. Unicorn and crit. There's your rotation, man. So you get Link on the bottom lane. Synderen goes back to base. And now Synderen... Okay, it seems like I'm solo mid. No, I'm solo mid. Moment. Everyone's solo mid, peoples.
I haven't seen so much
Funix.
Sunstrikes.
Track. He's got 2 level Shuri Toss. And then leap down. We'll save him. And now Synderen can take Funix damage from him. And take a lot of it too. 63, 84, 105, 126. They could have even left him alive a little bit longer.
Radiant's top tower.
Just as Synderen got more damage. Because there was no way he was getting out of that one. And Linkling up on this top lane up against Divorced. Divorced does have ulti. He's kind of happy if someone comes a little bit too far out. Like Crit almost did. Walking up that river by himself.
But once again, Mouz are doing a really good job in the early game, and with their unconventional picks on top of that, so...
You should also remember what's at stake here.
I like the new Mouz a lot more than the old Mouz, I have to say.
Oh, Divorced. They didn't get the X-Mark spot with the turret. Funix in here too, and Synderen, you are a long way in here, man. Track's gonna happen, and Divorced, he's just like, sweet. Get away from the creep wave, into the ultimate, jumping around, the boat's gonna miss, and there's your spin. Soul Assumption damage too. Synderen takes a fall, the spin damage over to Crit, and Kuro, he just hit level 6. So welcome to Bird's time. The healing ward went down from Divorced as well, so they're all healing up after picking off Synderen there in the middle lane.
That new heal ward is quite hilarious, by the way. The movement speed. Oh, and they got a kill.
Invoker.
Oh, must have been a Sunstrike, right?
It was. There was a Sunstrike animation just back behind the tier 2 tower in the mid. Right here.
Nice.
I didn't hear it. I heard nothing. I heard nothing but blade mallet. I mean, nothing but blades flying from Juggernaut.
Yeah, he's starting to warm up then. Adjust the aim.
You see Dendi on the top lane. This is where he kind of like prefers. Oh wow, they've actually got a lot of players up here. Let's Force Burst with the Cold Snap. Synderen's gonna die here. Dendi actually managed to take that fight. Now Linkling, he's got 1 point up in the Wex because of the kill. Sunstrike's coming down as well. He's gonna go in. Vince Link. One more attack. The Force Spirit. The attack follows, but it disjoints. Familiars. They're coming in from the side, but he's got a salve. He'll be fine. Dendi, however, does have no, even with the salve popping off, he's not going to go for Sunstrike. Arrows bottom lane, Torrent ships, Puppy toast on the bottom lane. Dies to the ship of Kunkka. And Funix wants to go back in for more here. He's got a haste rune and a desire to dive. Yep, there's your first attack. Shuri Toss, new track. It's going to wear off in a moment. Arrow's going to connect. Starfall damage. Funix away. Blink up, Scream and Dust. He didn't even need the dust at the end of the day because he got the position absolutely perfect. So Funix getting caught off. Caught out.
Really good movement on their heroes, and this Queen of Pain just keeps roaming around the map now that she's starting to get her farm. It looks like she's going for Necro 3 as well. So she's going to be quite annoying, I think.
At least Kuro will be able to take this top tower if he would stop tanking up the tower. He just tanked that entire thing when he had a silly creep wave there. But that's now going to be the tier 1 tower loss on the top lane, and that's actually the first tower. I suppose if you look at this way as NaVi fan, even though Mousesports are dominating so many of the lanes and the rotations as well, NaVi did better than they did in the last game. They took a tower.
It's true.
Middle lane, Funix and Synderen, tracks up, and they want Invisible. Already with the Lightning Storm, Deafening Blast, a little bit off target, but those Force Spirits are doing their work, and they'll get a kill. There's also the Moran here. If they get another track, Juggernaut, he's going to DD rune. Is he going to trigger the ulti for this one with a leap away? I think he might even commit to it. Yeah, he does. Jumps down the creep wave. Even the familiar stun positions was just in case he kept running. So they pick up 2 cores here of Mousesports.
Yeah. Now we are
and they're going to find another one.
Really well.
Funix is just hunting everything. He'll attack, he'll track. They don't have a Juggernaut ulti this time, but with Cold Snap, and there you go. Familiar damage as well. Triggering out the Cold Snap. Middle tower, Synderen's going to TP in here. Avor's just going to spin himself and TP out to safety. Well, how is this bottom lane doing? Link's away.
Are you
Synderen.
insane?
Wait, why did he come back out again?
I don't know. I think maybe he was dodging Sunstrike. I don't know.
True. He could have been dodging the familiars, which could have been running straight down as well, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I gave up and went back to looking over at Synderen, thinking that Synderen was the one in more trouble.
Yeah, and this game now we are playing a lot better, I have to say, and especially this mid-game movement. I mean, the early game went so-so for them, but this mid-game movement with Invoker plus Bounty Hunter is just so annoying. So I mean, Synderen he played really well in 1-1, but NaVi, this is what they do. They just keep shutting down the other solo mid. And when you have such a good hero to gang with as Invoker, I think it suits them a lot.
Mm-hmm. I have a challenge for Nahas to find out, stats-wise. What is the latest level on a Kunkka before Tidebringer was leveled? Like, just one level on Kunkka, the latest level up. Because right now he's sitting at level 8 with no Tidebringer. I don't know if those stats are possible, but we can ask. Give him his challenge. Vor's going to go Phase Boost, Drums, and Aghanim Scepter. Funnick, he's actually got 25k, 2.5k of gold, completely unspent. I'm wondering what he wants to do. Like, is he just going to go straight BKB? Because you've already got the drums, which are up from the Juggernaut, so you don't 100% need those.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna go for Aghanim. I think Aghanim is
Vlad's.
yeah,
Straight Vlad's.
Is good as well, but maybe they can go Vlad's on the bounty anyways. So I would like to see something like Aghanim's, and then yeah, he's gonna go for Ags with a point booster there. Then maybe a Manta style butterfly, something like that. I think that's pretty much the best you can go on Jugger in most of the games. I mean, you can always try with like Battle Fury. I think it's decent if you can get it early enough. Even Desto is a decent item on him. I mean, the way TC plays him, I think, is quite interesting as well, with Maelstrom and Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Like first item.
So yeah, he actually commits to that before he picks up the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah. So I mean, there are different ways you can build him, but the most common one is this like Phase Boost drum Aghanim, I would say. I usually skip the drums nowadays.
And just go S and Y?
Actually on Jug I usually go Manta. Because I like to split push with him and big A.
Well,
but yeah.
Well, they're giving the space to a Vorst up on the top lane. He is going to be 20. Actually, he's only 1,500 away from having the full Aghanims.
Yeah, and they have the Vlads up on Funnick as well.
Actually, yeah, he is. He's got himself a Blade of Alacrity on the Courier. I thought maybe he'd go in towards something else like an Ogre Club to start with, so he's got the extra life points. That's why I'm just having that inkling that maybe we will see a Manta Rev, and of course 3 crits in a row. nice way for jungle progression. And
yeah.
Kuro is in fact 1,000 gold away from his Aghanims. How's Link doing? Necro Book level 2. Recipe's back inside the base right now.
Wow, and suddenly now he has really taking a huge
holy
gold
Hannah.
lead. Almost 7k after all those actions, and they got Roche on top of that, some track kills.
So they get 4,000 experience as well.
Yeah, they're just farming the Ancients with Veno and
TP,
farming
bottom lane, is Dendy TPing in aggressively. He goes for crit. The Ice Wall goes up, so Crit can't escape him. Is forced up, only just manages to evade out. And with the familiar drops down to Invoker, will take it. He'll take the kill. He was still only just in range of the tower, I assume. But that forced up, that must just been a very slippery torrent. Oh, Vorst. He found Rise. Rise locked himself in a corner. He's locked in between the center as well as the Vorst. Into the spin of Vorst will go. And you know he wants to throw the ulti. You know he does. Synderen's over on the side, but he's lost 168 points of damage to Synderen, who also popped Eye of the Storm. Link's waiting to jump in too, but with Kuro and Vorst here, Vorst with 9-1 charges, it'll be a ballsy play to go in for that. Especially when he's going to be so careful with his Necro units, which now he has level 3.
I always get completely quiet when I read these interesting infos.
You do. You want to read, but you can't speak while you read.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is this really true?
Dire's
No.
top tower is under attack.
No, they're all lies. That Dota is lying to us all.
Yeah, I think so too. He just made up a site with fake stats.
You just wait for that one. Dota buff actually is completely fake, peoples. Blink up. They're going to go for initiation. Level 3 Necro units on the field. But look at the ice path from Dendy. Okay, new counter to Necro units. Just put them in a wall of ice. The arrow. That's a 5-second stun on Dendy. Make charge from Puppy. Somehow that's still in range, but Dendy is so totally toast. He has the Aghanim Scepter, however. But with Necro units down, there's not... Oh, wait! Hello, Mr. Blink Dagger. Quick jump away, and then he comes back in again. Deafening Blast pushing him back. You got Phoenix who's in this fight as well, and again another Ice Path. Link gets a track off. Synderen really slowed down. The Gale flies astray. Couldn't connect over towards Crit just then. And Puppy, he's trying to get closer. He just keeps throwing down these walls. That arrow from Link. Again, kind of like game 1. Just a little bit off target there. No Gale available, but Puppy, all he wants to do is slow down Crit, and then they get a double stomp off. Chain stuns as well. Sunstride's coming in right on top of Rise, and the Shuri toss from Phonic will get the kill. He's got track off cooldown now, throw it over towards Synderen, and then just pick him off. Bonus gold coming in when you've got this many people around him. Link blinks away to safety as well. Bounty lucky to survive.
We have a double Aghanim finish now. One on Juggernaut and one on the Visage.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And they probably even will be able to take out this bottom tower with the help of wards and familiars. Actually, the familiars have no damage right now. they need a drop for a moment so Kura can get the damage back again.
Look,
while off the top lane. He's just by himself. But this is also what happened in game number 1. Like, Vorst, you had a 4-man fight coming out from NaVi, and Vorst says the live stealer on the bottom lane. Just continuously pushing out. Taking towers, taking solo experience, and taking solo farm.
This game a bit more successful though.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
Yeah, so that's good for him.
Oh. There's also one of those moments too where NaVi, they needed to win this. If they lose one more best of 3 here in the group stages, they are out. There won't be a way for them to proceed through the top 3.
And Mouz won their first game, I guess.
Yep. They won their first game. NaVi have one last game after this up against Team Dignitas, where Mousesports have to play up against both Speed. They play Speed tomorrow night, and then they play up against Liquid as their last game.
Wants to find someone here, look.
it's like, well, I've got Aghanims, and now, well, there's a creep wave still there, though, but if they back up, and they're backed up far enough, Rise, he caught every single hit from that one, and now a force into a spin and runs away. With Denny's support here, he's got this too. There's still Sunstrike available, and Venomant throws the ulti out. Crit is very, very low. Arrows are flying in. Crit's going to TP out to safety. The quad ulti is not enough to kill a Puppy. He pops the Meg Charge, turns around as well. He's got 3 1-charge, but he's already popped the Cold Snap. Link, he can't finish the job. He gets the Necro units up, but Denny now chasing down Synderen. Denny's already got himself a double kill. Blinks down. It's going to be a triple kill for Dendy. Puppy keeps himself hidden away from these Necro units, which were also hunting him at the same time.
Yeah, and this was without Bounty even being there, who now bought 4 stuff.
Oh, look at the familiars hunting the Necros out. The Necros are out. They're worth too much money. Like, the Necros are going to come down to the bottom lane and have a look at Phonic, but only for a very short period of time. Actually, they burn all of his mana. And then, oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, man!
Yeah. At least there's no Invoker on the other team.
True. True. Sunstrikes galore would be coming in. No Rubik to steal Sunstrike either. But the push is coming on the tier 3 tower in the middle lane. And now it's going to be Torrent and Ship. Avor's caught out in this one. He got into the spin just in time. Rise blinks himself into this one. Oh, actually, no. He just smack bang in the middle of the fight for some reason. Did he TP into that one? I missed it. The Ice Path makes it difficult for Mousesports to follow. Koro, Familiars, they're on resummon right now. And now Juggernaut, there goes your ulti again. Jumping down, but he gets one last bounce up into Crit, which means the Kunkka will go down. Crit's flawless record, I think it was before, 3 for 0 for Crit on this Kunkka. Might be in a little bit of jeopardy right now. Aghanims, it's the 3rd one for NaVi. Now over on Dendy, and Avor's takes the damage for killing off the Necro units. And he's so low on life, with no healing ward available. And now they just force it. They are just forcing it. Look at Avor's. Avor's has got 2 life points here. Is he waiting for a mech? Yeah, there's the mech from Puppy. But they take melee and they can back off now. There's no reason to overextend themselves.
This is the worst game when you play against Bounty and you
Ooh, puppy.
play in the losing game.
Oh, puppy. Funny's going to force stuff him away, and it's out of range of the torrent. Linkling's still going to be behind him, and Puppy throws down one ward, but look at Funnick. He's coming in through the rear. There's Grave Chill, Soul Assumption, max charges here. He can throw that over towards Linklink. In fact, he wants to focus somewhere else. Synderen's low on life. Denny's focusing him down. I'm hearing that quad baldy off to the side, but Denny is mopping up the pieces, and they call GG. They've lost basically their entire team by the Crystal Maiden. So NaVi will keep their hopes alive in the D2CL, and Mousesports, well, they still actually have a better record than NaVi. They're 1-for-1 so far in the D2CL.
Yeah, and even if they didn't win, I think that they showed that they're a team that other team really has to take serious. I mean, you don't really know what to expect when you play against them, and when you don't know what to expect, you play standard. I think it's the best, and that's what NaVi did this last game.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward a little bit more now to the EMS1 finals, where we get like you guys there, Mousesports there, NaVi's there. We get the new, the Fader's new team as well with Mad is all going to be there. I'm so looking forward to that, as well as all the other matches coming up in the D2CL. So if you want to follow the schedule for that, head yourself over to d2cl.org. That is the English version of the website. There is also a Russian version if you want to enjoy that one. If you want to see the schedule, that's the place to go to. We got one more game scheduled for tomorrow. Speed Gaming going up against Mousesports. That's going to be at 20 CEST tomorrow evening. And then a little bit of a break until we hit the 2nd of November, when we'll have Liquid going up against Mousesports. So Mousesports, they're playing their last remaining games one after the other here in the schedule so far. And then Fnatic will return from Korea, and they're actually going to match up against you boys on the 4th of November.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna look forward to it, man. I'm gonna look forward to it. Also, guys, make sure you do follow Loda. He's getting more and more Twitter followers as every single day goes by, but it is Lodaberg over on Twitter. And you can also follow me, which is TobiWan Dota. I'm on both Twitter as well as Facebook. You can find me on both locations with the same name. Yeah. But for now,
Thanks for having me, by the way.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, man. I know you want to do it. I know you want to do it.
Do what? The shoutouts?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to, this time I'll even do a bigger one, to my whole team. Everyone there, they're so awesome. Kelly and Boomiak, his girlfriend, is also included there. And also a shout out to our sponsors, Monster, XMG, and Racer.
Wonderful. Well, good luck in the tournament, man. Well, of course, we'll be back here tomorrow night, so definitely tune in for the live stream then. VODs will be uploaded directly to the Dailymotion channel as well, so if you miss any of the games tonight, as well as the interview we had with Loda, it'll all be available over there later on tonight. But for now, thanks for watching, peoples, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Cheers.